Hey, how you doing? This week's article is called Warfare. Satan's greatest trick is the myth of peace. When we sit about in humility and quiet contemplation, we are judged to be mature men. This may be the case in a time of peace, that resting period between conflicts. It is hardly meant as a permanent condition. Certainly, world history writes those times as short durations between great conflicts. Ours is not a physical war, not one of guns and missiles and slashing and killing in close quarters. No, ours is more violent as it tears at the very soul of men. For this enemy, there are no rules. Sadly, there is also no time of peace. The forces against us are relentless. When we come to think that victory is at hand, in a single skirmish, the foe snatches it from us in a moment. If things feel peaceful, beware. It is most certainly a trick to neutralize you as a spiritual combatant. The easiest thing for the enemy is to trick you into believing the war is over. General Sun Tzu said it best, "When all is still, the enemy is already at your gate." So what are we to do with this constant state of conflict? First, we're not to give up. We may be battle weary or we may think that we have conquered, but the truth is always that we must continue to fight. The truly bold take the clash to the enemy rather than waiting. By this I mean they go looking for trouble to fix instead of letting trouble occasionally find them. Men are designed to fix things. Machines, wounds, hearts, fields, homes, and children. The one who stands around chatting about a problem is not an effective warrior. We must solve the predicaments. Secondly, we are to turn our hands and minds to productive work for His kingdom. Oh, we may have a job, but this is merely to provide the grease to lubricate the machine of conquest in which we are called to fight. If your work is using you up, it is likely you're taking it far too seriously. The kingdom work is worthy of exhaustion. You could be mentoring a younger person, volunteer coaching a sports team, ushering at church, helping paint an impoverished elder's home, giving a disabled person a ride, or going on a mission trip to Mexico or Africa. And finally, we must turn our attention to communications. If you're not on the radio at the headquarters, how can you know what orders are being given? A good morning prayer might be as simple as, "Lord, point me." Be open to His leading. Have a mission statement. You've become successful in your career knowing where you wanted to go and then endeavoring to find the best route. Why should your kingdom work be less structured, verging on haphazard, occasional, or secondary? Write out your plan, start the first steps, and see if His blessing touches it. Let's get mad enough to start speaking up. If our country is turning aside from Christianity, we must fight to retain it. When I see a judge releasing terrorist money launderers, I get motivated to say something. When we have allowed our laws to permit rape convictions to draw a 1-year sentence, I get angry. When I see the filth available on TV to virtually anyone of any age, I find other things to watch and encourage others to do the same. When someone demeans the purpose of our brave soldiers, airmen, and sailors, I become sad and vocal. When virtually every movie has an agenda to embarrass authority figures, fathers and men, I get irritated enough to write about it. It is time for us to start fighting back. We can do battle with our wallets, our votes, and our time. Think about what makes you angry and go after that problem. Be as relentless as the enemy. Your one small effort could be the inspiration for others to do more too. By the way, it doesn't matter to which political party you belong. Removing Christianity and Judaism from the American culture will lead to further corruption of the country's moral character, increased loss of freedom, and the subjugation of intellect. If you don't believe this is possible, read the history of Poland, China, or Vietnam, following those countries' installation of socialism under the banner of communism. The removal of religion and their churches was far more swift than what we are experiencing. Reflect on what single step you could take. Start turning this trend around and go to work on it tomorrow. The engagement, the battle, and the war may very well depend upon what you do. Go do that. If you like this video, click on the like button below or the subscribe button off to the right. Also, I wrote a book on spiritual warfare, which you may enjoy. If you would like a free ebook copy of that, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to send it to you. Have a good one.